My name is Robert Evans, and I am ready for the 14-day challenge.
My name is Tor Lowry. My mission is to make the game of pool easy for everybody. And I've traveled thousands of miles to help league and tournament players reach a level they've only dreamed of. And in some cases I have less than 2 hours to find and correct their problems, so I have to teach at high speed. But for those that have 14 days, I'm going to forever change how they view this game. I'm going to show them an easier way to play this great game of pool. As I begin another year of 14 days, I'm going to be traveling to over 20 cities and featuring over 20 new participants. And as I begin this 5-month odyssey, I can't help but think about last year's journey and all the great pool players I've met along the way. Like Dusty and her family in Waukesha, Wisconsin.
We play every day around here.
She removed her TV set and replaced it with a pool table so she could spend more time with her family. And we had some great participants in Indiana, including 2-time Emmy winner Rob Fultz. And in Muncie, Indiana, we met up with Joseph Watson, a talented young player with great potential. In Las Vegas, I worked with 2 determined pool players, Stefan and Dennis. Both players put in a lot of time and effort to improve their pool game. I then traveled to Texas to work with David Franklin, a talented player who now has all the skills to take him to that next level. In Wisconsin, we met up with Jesse and Jesse Jr., a father and son team who both share a love for this great game of pool. In Oil City, Pennsylvania, I trained a young player named Joshua who for almost 20 years struggled to improve his pool game. But since his training, he is now slowly starting to realize his dream of becoming a pool monster. And in Pipestone, Minnesota, I trained Tim and Shane, 2 best friends who play pool together almost daily. And one of the players, Shane, had never really played 9-ball before, and in the beginning he struggled to run more than 3 balls in a row. But in only 2 weeks, Shane had beaten the Ghost at 9-ball, and a couple months after I had left, he had beaten the Ghost at 10-ball. A truly unbelievable accomplishment. And who can forget the great songs provided by Mikalene, including our theme song, 14 Days. And this year she has 2 new pool songs that I'm sure every pool player is going to love. And for the first time anywhere, I'm going to premiere her new songs right now. House Rules and Just Like You.
3, 4. Then a tall cowboy says, "Baby, no less dance."
Kind of like that. No. 1, 2, here's the chorus.
It's like a game of pool. Oh, let me tell you, my house rules. Be a straight shooter, no miscues. 'Cause I'm in there, don't let how to kiss out. I ain't gonna leave room for that. excuse. 'Cause I've been there, done that, had a kiss out. I ain't gonna leave room for doubt. If you're lucky, get a shot or two. 'Cause my love is like a game of pool. Like giving your heart to a man in lust. The only thing he wants is a nice clean bank. And he's moving on to a different rank. So boy, you better just be on your way. 'Cause this girl ain't going through another heartache. 'Cause my love is like a game of pool. Oh, let me tell you my house rules. Be a straight shooter, don't miss cues.
Take was great. How did that one feel to you?
That one felt really good. I like that one actually better than the first one.
I did too.
Johnny Layton was the Diamond King. He would roll from town to town. Playing pool was his everything. Time marched on, he became old and frail. He would sit and watch the others play the game he knew so well. Then one day a boy named Billy walked up to Johnny and said, I wanna be just like you. I wanna know how to win, how to hold my cue. I wanna be a legend, I want people to know my name. I want folks to know how much I love this game. I'm willing to work and pay my dues. I wanna be just like you. From that day on, their lives changed. They met at the billiard grill every single day. Johnny taught him everything he knew. Billy learned fast, and their friendship grew. Then one day Johnny yes I am. I'm ready to be just like you. Now I know how to win, how to hold my cue. Ready to be a legend, for people to know my name. Folks will know how much I love this game. I've done the work and I paid my dues. I'm ready to be just like you. Johnny wasn't there to watch Billy's first win. He took his last breath as the 9-ball rolled in, and Billy cried, I'm gonna be just like you. You taught me how to win, how to hold my cue. You were more than a legend and more than a name, and folks, they knew how much you love this game. Your work is done and you've paid your dues. I'm gonna be just like you. My friend, I'm gonna miss you.
Anything bother you in that one? I thought that one was actually better than the first one, too. It's funny how that works.
I know, right?
Well, cool.
I like it. How was Torco?
Yeah, sounded great. So now I'm off to Reno, Nevada to work with Robert Evans, a great guy who wants to not only play as well as he used to, but he wants to play at an even higher level. So this is really going to be a challenge since he lost his arm, and it's his right arm, which means he won't be able to grip the cue. So before I left, I worked with my friend Jim Van Meter. He's the father of the famous female pilot Vicky Van Meter. I gave Jim my pull cue and asked him to create a device that would sort of replicate what Robert has to deal with his prosthetic. And two things I wanted. I didn't want to grip the cue, so my hand can't touch the pull cue. And also I can't have any wrist movement. So even though this is my favorite cue, I told Jim to do whatever was necessary to create this device.
I have to make it so that this screw is a little straighter than that. Okay, that's looking okay. Now, might have to just okay.
And when he finished, this is what he came up with. And as far as wrist movement, we figured out that if I just use a pretty heavy-duty bowling glove, that's pretty much going to restrict any sort of wrist movement. And then once my arm is strapped in, my hand is unable to touch the pull cue. A little bit harder to draw. I'm gonna try. And even though this isn't exactly what Robert is experiencing when he plays pool, it's pretty close. I mean, the main thing is you can't have wrist movement and you can't touch the pull cue. And I gotta tell you, this is extremely challenging. But after playing with this device for a little while, I came up with a couple ideas that I think are really gonna help Robert. And I really think these ideas are gonna take Robert's game to a new level. But it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a real challenge, but Robert's a pretty determined guy, and if anybody can overcome this handicap, it's him. Shortly before my road trip, I learned that my father had passed away. And my father was important in my life for many reasons, but one of the main reasons is that he introduced me to this great game of pool. Every Saturday he would take me to the local pool hall where we would play straight pool and snooker. He also supported me when I went to tournaments, he paid for my pool lessons, and he bought me my first pool table when I was 15. So I made a little detour on the way to Reno to pay my last respects and to make him part of this new journey.
When the moon's half full, you can hear him cry. But Mrs. Riverland's grave. I blame it all while I live. I blame it on the mason jar I hold in my trim hand. Yeah, I blame it on the brush of the sky. Blame it on the mason jar I hold in my bloodstained hand.
My name is Robert Evans, and I'm a 28-year-old U.S. Army veteran. I was a sergeant in the Army. I was in for 5 years, and I used to play a lot of pool before I got deployed, in between deployments and training and things like that. Go to the pool hall and shoot with my friends and stuff, and I never shot on a league or tournaments or anything like that, but I really did enjoy, you know, playing a lot of other people, and never played for money, never really into that too awful much, but you know, I always played a lot when I was a kid before I joined the Army. Played at a local bar and stuff. My friends and I go down and play on a quarter pool table. And, you know, I always really enjoyed pool. And in 2007, I was on my second deployment, and during a regular patrol in Iraq, I was a Bradley commander, and which is a armored vehicle, armored personnel carrier. And we were on a patrol, going down this road, and I was reaching for a hand mic, the telephone part of a radio, and an IED, roadside bomb, detonated above and behind my head and amputated my right hand. And after that happened, it really put a lot of things on hold for me, one of which being pool. And it wasn't for several years before I picked up another pool cue and realized that this is something that I really wanted to pursue again. The thing for me is holding the cue has been a big challenge for me, so I've tried a lot of different things as far as that is concerned. And I found that an ace bandage, it worked really well for me. And so I got into the ace bandage, and the way I wear it, I'd be able to slide the cue through the wrist. You'll see as I shoot later. But that started working for me to kind of get the feeling of having my hand back. My skill level is not anywhere near where it was before. So my goal for this 14-day challenge is to really increase my game as close as I can possibly get it, and hopefully to exceed the skill level I had prior to my amputation. So I'm really hoping that through my experience and things like that, that it might encourage someone else to, you know, pick up a cue again or try something else, just to see if you can do it again, or push yourself harder to practice and things like that, to see if pool is going to work for you like it has for me. Because pool has been very beneficial to me as far as, you know, being able to realize that just because of my injury and my amputation, that I'm able to still do the things that I used to really enjoy and love to do. And Tour has given me this opportunity with 14 days to relearn and to better myself at something that I truly enjoy doing, a very important pastime and hobby for me. So I'm really looking forward to it.